Hello guys, my name is Amari and Luke, all away from the northern parts of Kenya. That's our long way to go. That is Turkana. I'm today here. I promise to be giving you tips on how to survive here in Kenya, and so today I'm right here on YouTube. So if you're a tourist, if you're a foreigner, if you're a visitor visiting our country, if you're a citizen, today I'm going to give you 2 tips on how to survive here in Kenya. But before that, if you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please press the red button below you. Chini chini. So right away, let's get started. Number one thing, if you want to survive here in Kenya, number one thing that you must have is respect. And not only in Kenya but all over the world. If you want to survive anywhere outside the world, you must have respect. Yeah. I've been trying to compare our country Kenya with some years back, and I've realized that the respect of our country has really gone down. As much as people are complaining that the economy of our country has gone down, but also the respect of our country has really gone down. It's something that we as Kenyans, we must look into it. This reminds me of this boy who posted something to the US the other time. I don't want to quote what he posted, but we all know what he posted. So, which was very bad. This boy thought that he was helping the Americans with an idea which was so bad, and at the end of it all, it will just ruin the relationship between our president and the US president, which is very bad. I really don't want to go into details about that, but if you're forgiven, please thank your God. Ulitufail sisi kama Wakenya wherever you are. I know this will reach you sometimes. Ulitufail kama Wakenya, ulituaibisha kabisa. And mina shanga how people get these guards ya kupost and to say something. How do you even unatoa wapi hiyo nguvu? So, and if you look, I'm very sorry to say this, but if you look into details, hata unawezaona baba ya huyu mtu is not even among the nyumba 10 in his area, but he has guards of posting and also advising the US to do this and that. That was so bad to fail sisi kama Kenya. So respect is needed everywhere, and I expect everyone to respect each and every person. This also reminds me to something. I was discussing something with somebody, and we reached somewhere, and nikauliza that person, like, how do you see Kenya these days? Like, respect is has really gone down, because if you compare Kenya with some years back then, you will realize that the respect of our country is really good, because back then you could differentiate the difference between a leader and an ordinary person, but look at the country right now. You cannot tell the difference between a leader and an ordinary person, which is so discouraging. So somebody told me we cannot respect leaders if they don't respect themselves. Yeah, if you're a leader, respect your fellow leader so that you can also respect you people, and this also helps you to maintain your name. Kumbuka wananchi pia wanaona, so next time if you want to ask to elect you and you don't have respect to one another, trust me, will not elect you. Unajua sasa sisi ndo citizens, sisi ndo kusema. So this goes to all leaders. Respect yourself if you want us to respect you. That's about respect. Please have respect. Don't just comment anything on social media. Ukijua itaumiza, please keep it to yourself. At my video, you can just comment anything. I can take anything, but to those leaders, please let there be a difference between a leader and an ordinary person, because nowadays people have taken leadership as just slightly, in that everyone thinks that they are leaders and they can just come up with their own ideas, and which is so bad. Let there be a difference between a leader and an ordinary person. Number 2 things, and I'm sorry to say this, but this goes to our leaders also, our political leaders, and those are big leaders who leads our country. So number 2 thing that goes to them, and that is mind your own business. Let us learn how to mind our own business. Yeah. For example, I'm able to manage my factories and my companies. I'm able to run my companies na shughuli zangu just because I have some money from my father. Maybe my father was the first president here in Kenya. Maybe my father was the first vice president here in Kenya. And I'm able to do my own things because of my dad's reputation. Baba yako alikuanga a teacher wa koloni. I'm sorry to say that. Babaka alikuanga a teacher just to a primary school ya wakoloni, and you want to compare, you've come to the politics, and maybe you're a politician, and you want to compare yourself with me. Wajua baba yangu alikuanga nani Kenya, and I'm able to do that. I'm able to carry the name of our family because of my father. My father did something good to the Kenyans. That's why Kenyans think also that I can do the same thing to my father. I can follow the steps of my father. So that's why I'm able to maintain our good name. And you also, wewe pia, you follow, unafuata vitu nafanya, so which is so bad. At the end of 5 years, we'll come to your office. If you've been minding people's business, we'll come to your office and ask you, what have you been doing to the country? So, and basically, if you've not done anything, we just throw you out, because sisi ndo citizen. Let 2022 election not worry you as our leaders. Sisi ndo kusema na sisi ndo tutachagua watu, so that should not worry you as a leader. Right now, mtufanyeni kazi sisi kama wananchi. The 2022 election will just come na sisi tutawachagua, so let that not worry you. In fact, 2022 is very far away, and some of us, we don't know if we can reach that year. So God forbid, but so let's learn how to mind our own business. And this one thing which makes our political leaders not to maintain their seats and their position to the government, because they're busy minding people's business, which lets down. I've built my factories because I've been saving a lot and a lot and a lot. Now, from nowhere, you just also want your business to blow up, and they've not been saving a lot. Tunafanya unaibia wananchi, like sijasema any leader ameibia wananchi, like, but that pressure, ukimind people's business, utakosea wananchi because you want to be someone else, which is so bad. So you should learn how to mind your own business. 2023 election is there, and success to all our leaders who want to maintain their position. Success.